where do you see the biggest drive for mobile solutions coming from at the moment? Is it coming from IT professionals who understand what the technology can do, or is it genuinely coming from business people who've now got a BlackBerry in their pocket and an iPad in their case, taking it home and seeing the potential for how those technologies could combine with what they've traditionally done in their back office applications?
I think it's driven by both, but probably driven more by business these days, and that's what we call as consumerization of IT. Because these days employees are using iPhones and Android-based devices and iPads in their personal lives, and they always just wonder, why can't I use the same device to access my office or enterprise systems? And I think that's what is driving the demand. But on the other side, IT is aware that this new change is coming, and they are aware of the capabilities, so it's driven from both sides. And I think that is a good thing, because business is as happy to adopt the technology as IT is happy to deliver it.
And do you think with the business that is because of the user interface of the devices, or the fact that they can use them in a mobile way?
I think it's a combination of both, because if you look at a typical organization, most of the people spend time away from desktop. It's not a typical job where you spend all your day in front of the computer. So you move away, but the business moves on. So they want to keep in touch with what's going on with their business. So they want to use the technology when they're mobile. And on the other side, some people say that iPads and iPhones are really user-friendly. Even small kids can use it, and that shows they're really, really user-friendly. So you don't need a lot of knowledge and expertise before you can actually start using the applications, and that is driving the adoption of the technology. So I think both the things are really important. One, we are more mobile, and even the user interface is really friendly.
I mean, I think the smart people I see adopting mobile are adopting it to do things they can't do today. I think the easiest mobile strategy, or the easier mobile strategy, is to use it to provide a next generation UI onto stuff you already have, or let people approve something on the move. But to be honest, they're really, I think, the more trivial use cases. I think the people that I see who I think are going to get a step on their competition, and I can't use specific examples, but they're talking about using mobile to do things either in their supply chain or with their consumers that they don't do today. And I think they'll be, it may take another 6 to 12 months to start to see those things in the press, but that's when other people will start to go, oh, it's not just about making it look nice or giving my execs some stuff on the move. Actually, people are changing their business model by adopting IT, and that comes back to my point earlier that you're not just going to do that by just making things mobile. It's going to be mobile and some of those other technologies that come together to make the whole thing come together.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, because we should see mobile as a transformational technology, not just to improve the productivity or efficiency. For example, I read about one of the taxi companies rolled out an application where the customer uses a mobile application. It uses the GPS location of that customer to route the taxi nearest to him, and they keep updating where his taxi is. So you're actually using a new capability of a mobile phone to deliver an application which wasn't possible earlier. So this is an example where we are coming up with new use cases. We are using the technology as a transformational technology, and I think that's where they will get ahead of the competition.